गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. Okay.
Narada descends from heaven to the earth. Narada Swargat Prithvim avatarati.
पृथ्वीम् अथवा महीम् अवतरते. नारदः स्वर्गात् from heaven to the earth. See, if you take them like that, to the earth from heaven, if you take those phrases together, translating becomes he. Naradaha descends, avatarati. Ascends. For ascends, what is the word?
Aro.
Okay. Descends is avatarati. Correct.
Krishna tells stories of kings. Krishna Nrupanam Katha Vadati. Kathayati.
Same, Kathayati. Katha. So, Nrupanam and Nrupatinam. Okay.
Young women play in the garden. Pramadaha Upavane Kridanti.
Correct.
He wears 2 wreaths of flowers on his neck.
W is silent here. Wreath, you are always telling. I thought you will change it. W is silent. So he wears 2 wreaths of flowers on his neck.
He wears 2 wreaths of flowers on his neck. Kanthe kusumanam male dharayati.
Correct. Why should you wear two wreaths? I don't understand. One is enough. Why should you wear 2? I don't know. Probably he learnt Dvivachana and he wanted to use Dvivachana, therefore he is wearing 2 garlands to be able to use Dvivachana. Probably that could be.
Or maybe some politician.
No, politician can use not only to any number. Okay,
Rama's wife salutes Arundhati. Ramasya Patni Arundhatim Vandate.
Ramasya Patni, Ramasya Bharya. Who is Ramasya Bharya? Sita. Ramasya Bharya Arundhatim Vandate. Correct.
Illa Namati.
Whatever, correct. Both are correct. Next.
We see 2 virgins. Kumaryav
Pashyamah. Athava Ikshamaha. Correct.
The deer's mates follow the deer. Harinasya sahacharyaha harinam anusaranti.
Harinasya sahacharyaha harinam anusaranti. Correct.
There are 2 wells in the village. Grame Vapyav Staha.
Correct. Very correct. Staha Bhavataha Athava Vartete. Vartate, Vartante. Vartete, you have to say. Vapyav Vartete. Grame, you stated?
Grame.
Grame Vapyav Vartete. Grame, not only Vapyav, there are many Vapyaha. In Grama, there are many Vapyaha, but in their village, only 2.
The chief actor of a play calls the actress.
Here I told you yesterday. Remember the tense.
Sutradharaha natim ahvayati.
Sutradharaha natim ahvayati. Athava Sutradharo natim ahvayati. Okay, correct.
Hari goes to the river. Harihi nadim gacchati.
Harihi, why call Harihi?
Harihi nadim gacchati.
Harir nadim gacchati. Correct.
Rama's 2 mothers bewail his departure to a forest. Ramasya jananyau vanaya gamanam shochataha.
Kasya?
Swamiji, Gamanam.
Ramasya mothers, Rama's Jananyau, Vanaya Gamanam Shochataha. Kasya Vanaya Gamanam, he has not mentioned. You have to put it in the bracket, Ramasya Vanaya Gamanam.
Once again.
Otherwise, see, his departure to a forest. His means again you could have told, but in English you can't use again Ramasya. But for his you have to mention somewhere other than the Ramasya Patnyau. But if you have learnt to pronoun for his, we could have used it. But the pronoun we have not learnt. His, that pronoun we have not learnt. Therefore, again repeat Rama. Otherwise, Vanaya Gamanam means whose Vanaya Gamanam? Is Patni's Vanaya Gamanam? Janani's Vanaya Gamanam? No. So, Ramasya Jananyau, Ramasya Vanaya Gamanam, Shochataha. Correct. Next. Vanaya Gamanam, Vanangamanam, both you have. Ramasya Vanangamanam, Ramasya Vanaya Gamanam, Shochataha. Next.
Women go to the wells. Naryau vapihi gachanti.
Naryau, how did you say?
Naryau Jangana. Correct.
How many are they?
Many.
Many ki, but Naryau hegagtade?
Naryah.
Say.
Naryah vapihi gachanti.
Correct.
Lalana.
Pramadaha. Pramadaha is young woman, but here simple woman. Naryaha lalanaha vapihi gachanti. Correct.
Subjects obey the king's orders. Prajaha nripasya agnaha anurudhyante.
Correct. Prajaha nripasya agnya anurudhyante. Correct.
The daughters of Hari learn dancing. Harehe kanyaha nrityam shikshante.
Correct. Nrityam ganam. Sangeetam earlier came. Nrityam ganam shikshante. Shikshante. Shiksha is learning. Correct.
The arts flourish by industry. Kalaha udyamena samvardhante.
Correct. Correct. Udyamena, by industry. Samvardhante, flourish. Samvriddhigolluttave. Samvardhante. Correct.
By industry and hard work.
Hard work. Industry means hard work. Industry means not that modern industry. That's the idea. Industry means by hard work. That's why I already stated that old English we have to change it. In those days they used it to say very, very industrious boy. Industrious means industry means in modern days is a different meaning. So very hard working boy.
The wise always practice forgiveness. Prajaha sada kshamam acharanti.
Prajaha Allah.
The wise, sorry. Prajnaha sada kshamam acharanti.
Correct. Prajnaha, Buddhaha, Prajnaha, Buddhaha. 3 words we have. Kshamamacharanti. Sada kshamamacharanti. Okay.
The beauty of the universe captivates the mind. Vishwasya shobha chittam harati.
Vishwasya shobha chittam harati. Correct.
The mother rejoices at the welfare of the children. Janani putranam kalyane modati.
Modati. Oh, parasmi padana? Atmani pada. Then modate. Or abhinandati. Abhinandanam is also feeling joy. Feeling happy. Modate. Abhinandate, abhinandati. Children, what did you say? Children is putra alla. Children putra only he used? Bala he used.
Bala.
Did he use Bala?
Sunji Bala.
Bala has come?
Sunji come. Bala.
Balanam or Putranam?
Putra Bandhidam Bala.
Children, I think, where is Putra?
Sunji Putra, 14 page number.
ಓ ತುಂಬ ಹಿಂದೆ ಬಂತ. ಅಯ್ಯೋ ತುಂಬ ಹಿಂದೆ. 14 ಅಂದರೆ ತುಂಬ ಹಿಂದೆ. ಪುತ್ರ ಚೈಲ್ಡ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ. ಓಹೋ, ಎ ಬಾಲಃ ಎ ಚೈಲ್ಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಪುತ್ರ ಈಸ್ ಎ ಸನ್, ಬಾಲಃ ಎ ಚೈಲ್ಡ್. ಸೊ ಚಿಲ್ಡ್ರನ್ ಈಸ್ ಬಾಲಃ. ಬಾಲಃ ವುಡ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಬಿನ್ ಬೆಟರ್, isn't it? ಬಾಲಃ.
जननी बालानां कल्याणे
मोदते
अभिनंदति.
Abhinandati. Okay.
In the beginning of the play, the manager calls his wife. नाटकस्य आरम्भे सूत्रधारः नटीम् आह्वयन्.
Just now he invited. Again he, the chief actor of the play calls his actress. Just now he called. Again he is calling. Okay.
But in the play. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Men protect women. Purushaha narihi.
What did you say? First one? That beginning, for the beginning, what did you say?
Arambhe.
Natakasya arambhe. Correct.
Natakasya arambhe.
Correct. That's correct.
Men protect women. Purushaha narihi rakshanti.
Naraha. Naraha narihi rakshanti. Purushaha also is okay. Purushaha narihi rakshanti.
The stars beautify the night.
Even that is indirectly suggesting. Purushaha narihi rakshanti means protect them, don't insult them, don't humiliate them, don't rob them. See, certain things he does. Good niti vakyas he uses. Bhandarkar. The stars
beautify the night. Tarakani rajaneem bhushayanti.
Correct. Tarakani rajaneem bhushayanti.
Shame is conquered by impudence. Lajja vayatyena jiyate.
Correct. Vayatyam is opposite to lajja. Shamelessness.
Rude.
So lajja vayatyena jiyate. It's not a jiyate. Vayatya is suppressed, you can say.
Not conquered.
Lajja is suppressed by Vayatyam. Vayatyam, the impudence, the shamelessness suppressed by Lajja. Because why do we have to say? Why do we have to say? See here, this also. We say a positive quality conquers. A negative quality, it doesn't conquer, it only suppresses. Suppressing means what? It remains hidden, it remains unexpressed. We say, we means our Hindu religion, our culture, our spirituality says, all positive qualities, whatever the spiritual qualities which we say, all of them are natural to heart, natural to Atma. Since they are natural, you only have to manifest them, you remove the obstructions, provide the proper facilities, they spontaneously manifest. They cannot be totally removed. Positive qualities can never be removed. They can only be suppressed. Negative qualities can be eternally destroyed because negative is unnatural. All unnatural qualities can be destroyed at one stage. By sadhana, by learning good qualities, you can destroy them. Negative qualities can be destroyed. Positive qualities cannot be destroyed, can only be suppressed. See, that is our idea. So, sin is a nature of man. According to their religion, sin is a nature of human being, nature of Atma. Papa is not a nature of Atma. Papa is an extraneous, agantuka in basic. Agantuka means an extraneous feature comes and sticks to you due to some attachment, to some adhyasa or to avidya, or due to something. What is extraneous is only extraneous. It is not natural. So, purity is natural to Atma. This is what Vivekananda told in Europe and America. Boldly he would say, our religion says immortality. Purity is your nature. Sin is not your nature. Sin is only due to ignorance. Due to in the samsara you find that sinning nature. Sinning is not your real nature. You only have to turn your attention inward, and you have to grow, you have to inwardly, and you have to discover. You only have to discover, intuit your real nature, which is purity. So real nature is purity. Sinfulness is not your real nature. They say sinfulness is your real nature, and then as a result of sinfulness, you will die and you will also go eternal hell. Death and eternal hell, both are natural to all jivas or human being. For them, jiva means human being only, no animals. So natural to human being. And if you believe in Jesus or whatever their religion, their prophet, then what happens? The sin won't go away. Sin remains there. The result of the sin, you will not have to sin. You must, they say, sin you must, because it is natural. You cannot escape. You are a sinner. You were a sinner. You will remain eternally sinner. Then what is the solution? The result of sin, it is something like a person who is a murderer or a thief who commits theft or commits murder. Then you will have to experience the punishment. You have to receive the punishment. At the time of receiving punishment, the Jesus comes and saves you from the punishment. So the Savior, when we say in English, our people unfortunately translate as Uddharaka, what you call Mokshadayaka. No Uddharana, no Moksha. It's not a Savior means a person who helps you to escape the punishment. If you have got a very powerful king, he recommends you that he is our man. Hey, don't punish him. Leave him. If the police arrests you, if you have got some politician or some king or some important VIP to protect you, how does he protect? He protects you from undergoing the punishment. But the sin he doesn't remove. Sin will remain. You will remain the sinner. The sin will remain with you. Only you will be saved from the receiving the punishment of the sin.
For them, sin is a Atma Guna.
Yes. Now, first thing is it logical? Or is it ethical?
No. Primarily it is not ethical.
Now, what is the religion doing now? Is it purifying you?
No.
Or is it doing justice to you? Therefore, the whole concept of justice, logic, and the religion, concept of God, all the three equally suffer. Suffer means equally go wrong. Your very concept of God goes wrong. God becomes only because a person, it is something like there are criminals. But criminals have their own godfathers. That's why this language of godfather has come only from that religion, from that culture alone, European culture. If you have got a godfather, you will be saved. In spite of your criminality. You are a criminal. You have no godfather. You will have to go to jail. If you have a godfather, he will help you to escape the punishment. You escape the punishment and you will be saved. Therefore, they say, you believe our religion because sin you must. You can continue sin. And there is no way. There is no way that you can escape the sin. Sin is there. Sin we must. We are sinners by nature and sin we must. And there is no way. Gandhiji in his autobiography says, in South Africa, some people came to convert him to Christianity. And they asked him, come to our Jesus, believe our Jesus will save you. And Gandhiji told, what is the point in simply changing the name of a religion? You change the name of religion, you put another name. What is important is purifying your mind of all your sins and evil qualities. So purity I can practice even now in whatever religion I am in. Why the Jesus is necessary? That way Gandhiji was good in right. Then they say, oh, this purity, all these things, nothing doesn't exist. Nobody can purify. Impossible to purify by any amount of good karma. By any amount of good karma, you can't purify. This is the essential point of Christianity. By no amount of good karma, you can purify. You can purify yourself from the nature of sin and the sinning nature. Sinning is not only the nature, but future also you will. And you know what they say? Sin we must. It is inevitable. It is our nature. Therefore, you are sinner, and you are sinner, we are all sinners, and we continue to sin. Then what is the escape? You can only believe in Jesus. He will escape you from the punishment of the sin. He won't remove the sinning nature from you. This is a very strange religion. Therefore, you believe him and he will recommend you. So you will be free from death and free from eternal hell. Otherwise, eternal hell, that's all. There is no alternative. There is nothing less than eternal hell. Eternal hell, eternal heaven, only two. There is nothing in between. Nothing partial hell, partial heaven. There is no such thing. A tentative hell, tentative heaven, nothing. The whole thing is just. There are some of the people try to do like that, like a periphery of the thin and what you call some kind of a tentative hell and some such things they have imagined. But main point is this. Main point is this. Main principle is this. Therefore, all positive qualities, that's why Vivekananda boldly told, children of immortality. Amrutasya putraha. That Shvetashtar Upanishad Vakya. He would go say, our Shruti says, you are the children of immortality. That means your very nature is the purity. If the nature is the purity, then impurity is only a false attribution. That falsity, false attribution is removed. First, the Bahirmukhata, Ragadvesha, Abhimana, Ahankara, Ajnana. So these are the problem. So we have no Satan. For them there is a Satan. Satan. The Satan is an outsider one. Outside element, and it puts all that thing. So they have got very peculiar ideas anyway. So therefore, you remove your Bahirmukhata, develop the positive qualities, and remove the negative qualities, and your mind gets purified. Then the Ajnanam goes away, and you come to discover your real nature, the real nature which is purity. The very nature of the Atma is purity. So that's how it is. Therefore, we say so when we use certain language, that language implies certain philosophy behind it, isn't it? Therefore, good qualities can be discovered, can only be suppressed. Tentatively, suppressed means they are kept hidden from manifesting. They are kept hidden from manifesting. That's all. You can't remove them. Good qualities cannot be removed. Bad qualities, however you learn, they are only superficially they are sticking to you. They don't go percolate into your real nature. That's why the wicked qualities, papa, can never percolate and touch the person. They remains at superficial level. So because of your false identification, you keep on holding on to them. More you give up, you get purified. Therefore, the whole sadhana of Hindu religion, that means the Indian religions, is purification of a person. And remove these peripheral, external imputations upon you, and you go and inwardly and you discover inner Atman. For them, it is not a discovery of inner Atma. It remains what it is. You put the Holy Ghost and God's blessing, you put over it. It remains the same, sinning alone. Only you put something, another layer over it, another layer of God's blessing. That means you accepted Jesus and Jesus accepts you as his own. Then another layer you put over it, and that way you will be taken to heaven. This shows that they have no very clear concept of Atma, its nature and its purity, Ajnanam. All this they have no ideas at all. So the secularism, now then why did we not question all these things? We could have questioned all these things. How they are illogical and how they are illogical and then unjust. Illogical, unjust, and it doesn't look natural to Atma. So in India, in various schools of philosophies we discuss mutually. We have got all freedom. You can discuss and refute and show how it is illogical and all that. So that area we have got plenty of freedom. And we write books, we invite people, challenge them, discuss, openly write books and criticize them and all that. It's the philosophical concept. So, but they say it is our religion, it is a belief, you can't question. Okay, it may be your belief, you may retain it. But they say they try to convert others, they try to impose on others. They claim that ours is the only true religion and this alone will save you from Papa and will take you to heaven. No other religion, all the religions are Satanic. Hindu religion is Satanic. They can make claims about their religion as a real only true religion. And Hindu religion, they can say other religions like Hinduism is nothing but a Satanic and wrong, false religion, they can say. But let us analyze and discuss. They don't allow, because secularism prevents from questioning. It can be illogical. They can make claims, double claims about themselves, claims about false attribution, not claim, false attribution about Hinduism. They can falsely attribute to Hinduism is only a religion of Satan, false religion of Satan, and then their religion alone is the true religion of God and a revealed religion. They can make claims and you should not question. If you question, you are violating the religious freedom guaranteed by Constitution. So, but Hinduism can be questioned because one is, in Hindu religion, they allow the questioning. One thing. Second thing is, it is a majority religion, therefore there is no special protection for it. There is a special law to protect it. You are not supposed to demean them, insult them. If you criticize them, it is insulting their religion. Once you insult, Gustaki, Sartan se juda, it comes. That means it is a blasphemy. You criticize, it is blasphemy. You say it is an illogical, it is blasphemy. That's all. So, secularism is brought here to protect the religious idea of blasphemy. Their claims, whatever claims they make, you are supposed to accept them. You are not supposed to question them. So in India, secularism is brought. In Europe, secularism was brought to keep away the religion only in the church and should not come into common man's life. Common man's means in life, normal life, we have got freedom to question. The freedom to question is a result of their renaissance that we have studied. But in India, the same thing became ulta because of the blessing of our great Nehru. First Prime Minister who is an all-rounder, Sarvajna, Avatara Purusha. Not one avatara, Aneka avatara. He is a combination of 10 avatars or 20 avatars. So, he brought secularism here only to, not to question, two questionings. Their claims of only true religion and they are attributing that Hinduism is a false religion. These two claims they make and you are not supposed to question. If you question them, what happens? You are questioning their religion, you are violating secularism, violating religious freedom. You know what is religious freedom? You allow their false claims unquestioned. That is religious freedom. Religious freedom in India, according to our constitution, is allowing the Abrahamic religions to make any claims illogical also. You can't question it logically. If you question logically, it becomes, what happened? You are questioning religious freedom, you are blasphemy, you are going against religion, you are against the constitution. So constitution gives a special protection. This is called secular. Regarding Hinduism being majority religion, no special protection for it. One is there is no special protection. Second is Hinduism itself allows the discussion, healthy discussion, logical questioning. Therefore, we allow all those things. When we allow, the person can come and discuss. But for them, freedom means they don't have to study Hinduism. They don't have to discuss with the learned scholars. They go and talk ill about Hinduism to the common man. They don't talk to the main learned people. In Hinduism, we don't go and talk to ordinary people who do not know much about religion, is not capable of understanding. Simple bhakta, having a simple devotion and does some seva. Any guru he accepts, any devata is the same. That fellow, we don't go and argue with a person who is incapable of arguing. A person who argues alone, we go and argue. A person is a thinker who wants to understand the concept of it and the logicality in it. So we argue with the gurus, we argue with the scholars, we argue with the thinkers. Common man we don't want to disturb. Because he goes by simple faith and then bhakti. Simple bhavana, shraddha and bhakti. But they say they don't come and discuss with your gurus and acharyas and scholars. They avoid acharyas and scholars. They only come and argue. They talk ill of Hinduism only in front of a very ordinary man. They can talk ill of Hinduism. And that too with ordinary people who are incapable of thinking and knowing this, discussing this thing. Now, what should have been the solution? Now RSS and then our people have done the solution. See, you should go and argue with him. When they are arguing, see, you have not given knowledge to our ordinary man. You should give knowledge to our ordinary man so that they will be able to talk to them. No, but what? How can we give so much of this Vedantic knowledge, all this? They say, you made too many books. You made too many gods. With all this, because of this thing alone, Hindu Mata is suffering. Only you Brahmins have spoiled Hinduism. You made like one god, one book, one thing. That's all. It becomes easy for common men to remember. When they come and argue, they can answer. You should give such a small 1 or 2 sentences, which our common man will be able to argue with them and remain Hindus. Or they go and tempt them, give them the money and try to convert into their. You also should go to village and go and sit with them, eat with them, sit in their house and eat with them. And also you have to bribe them and retain them in Hinduism. What are sannyasis doing? Sitting in the ashrams and doing meditation shamelessly. This is the RSS argument. Selfishly and shamelessly. You are not protecting Hinduism. You also should go to village. They offer 1,000 rupees. If I give you 1,000 rupees, you come to our Christians. You should go and offer 2,000 rupees and get them back to Hinduism. Tomorrow that fellow will come and after 3,000 rupees and will again come to this. Next week you should go and offer 4,000 rupees and get him back. Next week he comes and offers 5,000 rupees. You will go next week and give him 6,000 rupees and get him. Or you will give him 10,000 and get him back. Nice this is. RSS solution, where Hindus themselves are not protecting Hinduism. Hindu Swamis are sitting in the ashram. What are you doing in the ashram? Meditation ಮಾಡುವುದು, Vedanta ಓದುವುದು, ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತ ಓದುವುದು, ಇದಾ ಬೇಕು? Is this what you are supposed to do that? All the so-called Bauddhics, intellectuals of all RSS people talk of the same thing. All of the people. I have seen them, the biggest intellectuals of RSS people. Even after reading Voice of India books, they come and ask this thing. You have not going to the village and bring them back. See, when they are going from village to village and Harijans, they are telling Harijans that Brahmins won't touch you. Therefore, they are converting. You should go and prove to them that we touch. Go and sit in their house and eat them with them. And prove to them that untouchability is wrong. Because they have accused that untouchability is there. You have to prove that untouchability is not there in Hinduism. Caste system is not there in Hinduism. You should go and sit with him and eat him. And that way, don't allow them to convert. Isn't it? If today you eat in his house 1 day, 2 days, 3 days. Now he knows that our Brahmins touch us and eat with us. Now 4th day, if you go and eating this thing, I say, pay us. How long we should give you free food for you? Why should you give free food every day? Isn't it? Okay. Now, supposing you touch them and eat their food. That fellow says, you touch and eat, is it enough? They'll give you some other money. Or they say they will marry also. Now you say, will Brahmana marry you? Will they marry your daughter into their house? or they will marry their daughter into your house. Let them marry. We will marry. They will offer other temptation. If suppose you marry also your daughter, they will offer some other temptation. What will you do? These people want. Thing is, what RSS wants is ultimately the rules. What should be the temptation they will set, isn't it? The competition rules they will set. You only participate in the competition and win. The competition which they set. ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ, ಅರ್ಥವಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. You understood? See, they make the rules. They set the rules. They put the outlines and etc. You should go and participate in their game. That's what Sitaram Goyal told. You are only fooling Hindus and destroying Hindus. And they say, no, we are the only one protecting Hinduism. Is there anybody on the earth which challenge? Prove it. No Shankaracharya, no Sadhu, no Sannyasi, no Guru. Nobody is protecting Hinduism except we RSS people. Okay? We are the only ones protecting people. Now what are you doing? You are only sitting and criticizing only RSS. Whatever the rules, they told caste system is your problem. We are proving there is no caste system. They say you are untouchability. We are proving there is no untouchability. We are trying to prove them that there was never untouchability in our Shastra. It was only selfish people wrote that caste system was there. Varna Vyavastha was not there. It's a selfish people alone wrote. It is not there, we are telling. Isn't it? Then he told idol worship is there. We are trying idol worship. You are only worshipping the stone. We are trying to prove that we are not worshipping the stone. We are worshipping only one God. You have got too many gods. We say we don't have many gods. We have got only Bharat Mata. We are trying to prove. We are trying to prove they have no words to now criticize again. They told you have got 33 crore gods. We say we have no 33. We have got only one Bharat Mata. We are trying to prove. You have got so many books. We are trying to say we have no books. All the thing, only one Bhagavad Gita. We have no other books at all. How RSS is trying to prove them, and then they're defeating them.
They set the rules and
these people follow. And if we don't follow, they are terrible. They are not angry with Christians. They are not angry with Muslims. Muslims means missionaries. Muslim missionary, Christian missionary. They are only angry with Hindus, Sannyasis and Brahmanas. You are doing puja. What is the use? Keep on doing puja. What is the use? Your main puja is go to Harijans and eat their food and then bring them to the temple. That is the only puja. If you don't do it, therefore, sannyasis are, or each karyakarta is a sannyasi. White clothed sannyasi. We are sannyasis, true sannyasis. We alone are protecting the Hinduism. What are you doing it? You are only wasting money and eating people, eating money. Even Shankaracharya, none of you are doing anything. We alone are doing it. Protecting Hinduism. You say you have got too many books. We are telling only one book. And you say, then if you say Bharata Mata is your God, why should we worship? Because we don't believe in idol worship. They say Bharata Mata is only Desha Bhakti alone. It's not goddess at all. We tell the Muslims and Christians, you can worship your Allah, you can worship your Jesus. Bharata Mata is only a Desha Bhakti, that's all. So Hindus should give up all their gods and only worship Bharata Mata.
Totally de-Hinduizing.
That's why Sitaram Goyal told that. They are the greatest duffers on the earth. Therefore, they are only trapping Hinduism into a problem where we can never, impossible to recover. Unless we handle this, they are the liability to Hinduism. Unless you handle them, Hinduism will not survive. What the judges you told, you know that? In all RSS mind, the Mahapurushar, that judges' comment is very, they like it. Even Mohan Bhagat doesn't say anything. Supreme Court का judgment तो मानना चाहिए, सबके लिए मान्य है. तो Supreme Court judgment we have to man. Mahapurushar may apologize, and if apologize, then she should die or get raped. She should either gang raped and die also, die in their hands for sake of the Hinduism, for sake of unity of all Indias. Because she did a mistake. Why did a mistake? Because Muslims told. They told you it's a mistake. It's a crime. It's a crime. That's all. We should not do that. In their heart of the hearts, everybody, all RSS fellows, including Mohan Bhagat, probably Modi also have the same thinking. That's why Sitaram Goyal told, these are the greatest fools. That means they set the game, rules of the game you are supposed to follow. And they say, we are winning. How much RSS won in Kashmir, in Bangla, in Bengal, in Kerala?
No.
In Shabarimala, Supreme Court judgment, immediately they welcomed, yes, we welcome. We want to prove that we have got equality. They want to see temple as a government office or a public park alone. Anybody can come and sit and dance and eat and do anything. With a chappal, shoes, anything you can come. Because everybody, we are all equal. The communist and RSS, there is no difference. They're just like in their minds, they are only like communist alone. That is the problem. Their greatest contribution is dying in the hands of missionaries and mullahs. In the Muslim mullahs, their greatest contribution is they die in their hands. Many people have died, young fellows. They do a lot of sacrifice that way. And some kind of social service when there is a flood and a bhukampa and then such times they go and do service. That's a do good. Okay, that's a different issue. I'm talking of this. Even Gandhiji argued, say purification is important at least on religious points. They don't argue. They are not against conversion. You know that? They are not against conversion. They only want they are not against Islam and Christianity. They want Christianity and Islam should be Indianized. And conversion should not be done by foreigners. Only Indians should convert. Indian Christians, Indian Muslims should adopt Indian temples, Indian Sanskrit mantras, Sanskrit way, and our puja paddhati, our Veda mantras, everything they can adopt for Jesus. Our Sangeeta, our Nritya, Bharatanatyam, Jesus Natyam, they call it what you call Karnataka Sangeetam, no, Jesus Yoga, Karnataka Sangeetam instead of calling Jesus Sangeetam. They should call it, and they should call it a Jesus land. Kanyakumari can be called into a Mary, Kanya Mary, and then what you call it, all these things they can call. Nothing wrong in it. As long as it should be used is in Indian language, Indian words, Indian categories, Indian concepts, Indian symbols. Christianity should come through Indian symbols. That's all they want it. And conversion should be done by our own black people, means our own Indian colored people. If they convert, nothing wrong. In fact, we welcome it, we love it. Only foreigners should not do it. You understand what is RSS Hinduism?
Totally superficial. Not just superficial.
Very difficult. Very difficult.
Criminal way.
Very difficult to understand. Thing is, you criticize RSS, they are all angry. Their criticism only, either the Congress people, secularist, they are trying to maintain their religion separately. Muslims, Christians, religion separately. They should be given protection of their religion. These people say, we are also protecting them. We only want them to be Indianized, that's all. So they are the people, real people, they are angry. Second anger is about sannyasis and our Hindu religious gurus, brahmanas, these people. They are angry with only two people on the earth. Only with our Congress type of mind. Because they encourage them. Encourage these religions to be separate. Second is that we people are not teaching them that there is no caste system, there is no idol worship in Hinduism, and there is no this thing. And if you say there is a Rama, they criticize Rama. Why he gave up Sita? Why he asked for that Agni Pariksha? He did not ask, but the Agni Pariksha was taken place. Why he killed Vali? These are all the few texts. And then why Ekalavya was this thing? And he says, we don't consider Drona as an Acharya at all. All these things we should correct it. Drona is not Acharya at all. It's an insult. That means whatever the missionaries, Muslims criticize, all that is wrong in Hinduism should be edited. should be removed. We should not accept. All that they appreciate, that alone should be retained in Hinduism. Therefore, if they criticize, you remove it. If they criticize, you remove them. What they don't criticize, that is a real Hinduism. We retain it. This is the way we defeat Muslim Christians' criticism, and a time comes that they will stop criticizing. They cannot criticize anymore because they don't find any defect in us. They will not find any defect in us, so therefore they will not be able to criticize. That is the way we win over them. What a great idea. Huh?
We win over them by losing.
Gandhi told the same thing. Let them take the whole country. Let them take the whole our economy, our system, our society, our temples, our property, our money, even they let them enslave us. Physically let them make us slaves. Only soul I will not give. Like British rule and Aurangzeb's rule, like Kashmir, everything they have taken. Only souls Kashmir is retained. Even the bodies they can rape and kill them. Only soul alone you will not give. How great is Gandhiji's idea. Gandhiji always lives at the level of soul and talks at the level of the soul. We Hindus, being at the level of the body, unable to understand Gandhiji's. Gandhiji always talks at the level of soul. In Kashmir, when they try to kill us, ask them to kill, because you're only killing the body. Soul you cannot kill. So if they kill our body, so what? In the Kashmiris, that Kashmiri film we have produced, what is that? Kashmir Files. If they kill them, so what? They're only killing the body. You don't surrender the soul. Hindus are afraid and running away. He says, you are only cowards, run away. Why should you run away? If you are a Hindu, you believe in the soul, then you should offer yourself to be killed and raped. You should offer yourself to be raped and killed and sawed. Sawed, you know that? Sawed. That also you should offer, because soul you won't offer. You offer the body. Take away all the property. Take away our children. Make our children into terrorists, we don't mind. We don't surrender our soul. I think we have got a Gandhiji and RSS. With both the philosophies, you will not find in any Upanishads, any Veda, any this thing. This is the new Upanishad, Gandhi Upanishad and RSS Upanishad.
Gandhi Upanishad.
Gandhi Upanishad and then RSS Upanishad. And there are two, they have got, I think how many rishis? They have two rishis, I think. Dr. Ji, Guruji, they are the two rishis of RSS.
That's all. Bharat Mata, Dr. Ji, Guruji.
That's all. Bharat Mata is the Devata, and Dr. Ji, Guruji is their rishis. Then Moksha is?
Dvaja.
Dvaja is?
Dvaja is the symbol.
Bharat Mata's.
Bharat Mata's symbol.
Correct. Bharat Mata's symbol. Correct. That I didn't know that. Temple. The temple is Dvaja.
No, the temple is Shaka.
Shaka is temple. Correct. Dvaja is the idol. Bharata Mata is goddess.
True.
And Dr. Ji, Guruji are the rishis. Correct. Then Veda mantra, Namaste Sadavatsale.
Namaste Sadavatsale.
Is their mantra. But they have got a mantra. What is that? Hindu, you live as a Hindu and then something else. Be proud as a Hindu, something like that. No, Hindu, that means Hindu, we are one. That is one mantra. And
all
then
religions also. All religions speak the same.
No, that's a different. They don't go into that, but all Hindus are bandhus. Be proud as a Hindu and live as a Hindu. That's all. These two are their mantras. You have to do japa every day. After death, what will be the loka? There will be loka, only Hindu loka. Just as Nehru followers have got a Nehru loka. So RSS should also must have a loka.
So among Vidhi Nisheda is give up caste and ashrama, Varna ashrama.
Yes, correct. That is true.
Nisheda.
True. And wear nekkar.
Vidhi. Wear nikkar and this
one hand namaskara. Ekahasta namaskara.
Vidhi.
Ekahasta namaskara. So their Siddhanta, their Upanishad, the Brahma Sutras, they have got their own sutras. And all our books.
Bunch of thoughts.
Bunch of thoughts is their Veda, correct. Bunch of thoughts is their Veda. Correct. Some more thing I forgot. I have noted down some of these things. All our festivals. What is the purpose of our Ramanavami, Krishnashtami, idella? Only to bring unity. Purpose of celebrating Ramanavami is to say that all Hindus are one. We should come together and celebrate it. Why did Tulsidas wrote Ramayana? Because we all should be united. Tulsidas, if you read the Tulsidas, they say in Tulsidas books, what he wrote is only we Hindus are one. He wrote the book. I didn't know that. I read Tulsi Ramayana and taught the people. They say that in the Puranas, what is there in the Puranas, Veda Vyasa? We told that Hindus are one. So our festivals, our celebrations are to show that we are all united. That is the only thing.
And their biggest festival is Guru Vandana Karyakrama or some Vijayadashmi they do.
Vijayadashmi. Guru Vandana alla. Vijayadashmi is their founding day.
Founding day.
Their founding day is the biggest festival. Rakhi Bandhan. Because it is a uniting day. So throw away all your gods into Bay of Bengal. That is also important to Veda mantra. RSS Veda mantra. Throw away all your gods into Bay of Bengal. Only Bharata Mata. We are yet to learn. We have to learn. You have already joined their school, but I am far away from them. Do they believe in next Janma? Oh, they have got only one Janma.
I don't know.
Anyway, we have to ask. What we know is very little. Time aita? Yeah. What we know is very little. We have to learn much more. A few sentences ive allave, just 4 or 5. We can finish. You can finish them. You can finish them.
Creepers seek the support of trees. Lataah vrikshasya adharam mrigayanti.
Correct.
The woman...
Mrigayanti alla. Mrigayante. Atmanepade.
Margayanti.
Margayanti. Correct.
The woman leaves...
The woman
leaves her female friend through anger. Nari sakhim kopat tyajati.
Correct.
The king tends his subjects as his own progeny. Nripaha prajam sviyaha iva tantrayate.
Prajam alla, prajaha, bahuvachana. Nripaha prajaha swaha prajaha iva tantrayate. Nripaha prajaha swaha prajaha iva tantrayate. This is also Shakuntala Vakyam, slightly modified. Kalidasa Vakyam. Okay, you got it? Next lesson we'll teach tomorrow, some more grammar. So sentences we have finished. Their talking also looks very strange. Once I criticized that the Modi is not doing anything early, just for sake of this alone. So just a small point. I told for these things, when Hindus are suffering, he is not taking in Hindu religious protection is not there in temple and history and other things he is doing very good, strengthening the country internationally, and then economic policies are very good. So, but this he is not doing. Then, so I just criticize. They say, if you criticize, if you don't want Modi, Congress will come. Do you like it? See, that means they want that. See, they present it. They don't present positively. They present that if you don't do it, you will get Congress. So it is you mean being afraid of Congress. So Modi should be opted for. Modi should be selected as a negative vote. As a negative vote. Only to avoid Congress, you vote for Modi. Is this the what they like it? They present this way a lot. Anyway.
So everyone, if you oppose the present government, then Congress will come. Will you like it? No.
This is what
they support.
That's all. This is no. In all these things they say that we should not criticize. Mistakes are not mistakes. We are all one. Just for sake of unity, we should accept it. For sake of unity, we should accept it. What is the good or bad? Don't question. Who says it? What says it? We don't question. That is our Hindu. That's all. We'll support.
They have the great feeling of insecurity. If there is some slight differentiation among us, then someone will come and hijack and do all your nuisance. So we should be united.
No, unity is true, but their whole idea of unity. The concept of unity, the goal of unity, and the sadhana for it, the means for it is wrong. Otherwise, unity, of course, what they say is good, and we also support it, unity in it. But what is that concept of unity? What is that? The nature of unity, and how to achieve it, the sadhana. Regarding these two, is not very clear. Superficial, blind, and thoughtless. And most of the ideas are only set by enemy. Enemy sets the idea. Enemy criticizes. And you try to disprove him that his criticism is wrong. Isn't it? He tries to criticize. You think that you want to take away his words. You don't allow him. You give him room for his criticism. You will do exactly what he criticizes. So that, is this the way that you defeat the enemy? He criticizes something. You will do the same thing and make him show that if he says that you have got 2 hands, you will cut one hand and to prove that I don't have 2 hands. You have got 2 legs, you fool. I'll cut one leg and to prove that I have got only 1 leg to prove it. You have got 2 eyes, I will remove 1 eye and prove that I have got only 1 eye, so that I will not give room for your criticism. Is this the way you do it? That means by criticizing, they are only destroying you. So these people sincerely implement it. Whatever they criticize, they sincerely implement it. Okay. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om Tat Sat.